It's been a while since I posted on here. Please be nice to me. Hey guys, what's going on? If you're new here, welcome. My name is BrittanyNichole, and it has been 2 years since I posted a YouTube video. 2 years, that is a long time. So I got the old nudge from YouTube saying, hey, you haven't posted in a while. And honestly, I've been craving it. I actually started a whole new channel on home decor. TikTok. Who am I? 37 on TikTok, but apparently that is the way to do it. Like Instagram, I've heard, is dead. Do you guys still watch YouTube? Please leave me a comment and let me know below. Do you still like long form content, or are you more into the short form? I know I'm into the short form. Like if someone hasn't created a YouTube short on it or a TikTok or an Instagram reel, like I'm not watching it. So please let me know below. But either way, I thought I'd jump on here. And I'm not gonna do the whole like, where I've been for the last few years, you know, life. That's it, life. I'm sure you guys have had a crazy amount of things happen in the last few years, but the biggest thing I think is I'm not really into makeup on a day-to-day basis. I will always love makeup and I love transforming myself with makeup, but I just don't do it on a day-to-day basis. And when I do, it is so minimal that I didn't feel like I was qualified to talk about it anymore. And my interest really shifted more into home decor. That is really what I like to do on a day-to-day basis. So if you are interested in kind of following me along in that journey, you can follow me on TikTok. I will leave that down below. I don't know what I'm doing and it's weird. I mean, I'm not really in front of the camera as much on there, but it's weird being in front of the camera again. So just bear with me as I work through the kinks. So for this video, I thought I would share with you what I do when I do my makeup, which is so minimal. I really do focus more on treatments and skincare. I have to show you guys, by the way, I like created a little stand for it. Like, I know, nerdy, but women in STEM. I really like this Dr. Dennis Gross Goss, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, LED mask. I've had this for a few years now and I use it every single day. I have a lot of redness. I've had a lot of treatments for my redness and I still have redness. I have broken blood vessels on my nose. I just, in general, have redness. So I do think this makes a difference and I think it definitely makes my skin glowy. Speaking of that, just stop this video right now and run to Trader Joe's and get their vitamin C, which is a dupe for the SkinCeuticals. My Trader Joe's was stocked with it a week ago and I picked it up. I went back yesterday and there wasn't a single bottle left. Not a single bottle left. So go pick that up. But anyway, I do this every morning. That's like my day-to-day 100% absolute must. And I'm not like a person for gimmicks in any way, but that works. So after that, I apply sunscreen. You guys probably have this shoved down your throat, especially if you go to a med spa, but this is the Alastin Pro Mineral Sunscreen. This is good stuff, okay? Very, very good stuff. It gives you a little bit of a tint. I guess I'll start applying it. I'm probably gonna talk a ton in this video because it's been such a long time since I filmed. So again, just please bear with me as I work through the kinks here, but I do have to wash my hands after I use this. So I did like 2.5 pumps maybe, and I'm gonna take my rings off because again, it's tinted, so it does like kind of get on everything. That's the only kind of annoying part, but the coverage it gives you is just ideal. And I have learned as I've gotten older how important it is to wear sunscreen. And I just really like this one. It gives you a nice glow. Once it dries down, it doesn't move. So when you apply it, it's a little, you know, icky. Like, I don't know. I just don't love that feeling on my fingers. But once it dries down, you're good to go. So I literally just use my fingers. There are men outside my window, like working on the street, and they're probably gonna be like, what are you doing? So once I apply that, I go in with my concealer. It's crazy that this is my makeup bag. Like, this is the amount of makeup I now use. It's just, what a difference. I used to have like a whole, like in my old videos, a whole like chest. Like, it's crazy how little makeup I use now. But I use the Kosas concealer. You guys have seen this. I feel like everyone uses this concealer. And I just really go that much on one eye, right where like the darkness is, And I'll maybe apply a little bit right there because I get like this weird redness on the like outer corners of my eye. And if I need it, like if the redness on my nose, I'm not sure if you can really see it, but if that's out to party, I'll apply a little, but I'm okay with that for today. And that's it. Like there's no need for me to apply it to my chin or the, you know, I don't feel the need to do anything in those areas anymore. I think I'm actually gonna grab a little mirror so I can look at you guys while I do this. And I usually use my finger, okay? That's it. I just use the heat of my finger and I avoid going up into those creases because that's when things start to get creasy. Obviously, if you apply makeup into your creases, it's gonna get creasy. So I really try to stay low to spread the product like this. And then like at the end when most of the product, and I kind of bring it down a little bit, you know, in that little shape. And then when I'm like to that point with the bare minimum of what's left, I'll just look it up. So there's a little bit under my eye, but not enough to settle into the creases, if that makes sense. And because I have hooded eyes, I do not apply anything on my eyelids. Like it will start to crease like naturally. That's just obviously because I have a hooded eye. That's what happens. But if I apply product in there, it just looks cakey and creasy. So I don't do that at all. And usually if I am going in with concealer on my nose, I'll use the Sephora Best Skin Ever. I've talked about this for probably years and years and years. I still love this. And this is just more of like the color of my skin tone. And I'm not brightening. I don't want to brighten the redness on my nose. So I'll usually go in with this on the chin or on the nose if I need a little extra coverage. And we're not setting that. We're letting her hang out. And we're going to do the next step, which is a little bit of bronzer. I know I filmed a video on this when I got it years ago. And yes, this is years old, but whatever, it's fine. This is the Bondi Bell from Nude Sticks. It's just a little bronzer stick and I love it. I love the tone. I love how creamy it is. I really like the Dibs version as well. And I like the Chanel Soleil de Chanel. Like I like a lot of bronzers, but this is just easy and it's compact. So if I'm traveling, it's really easy to travel with. And I just apply this. I'm gonna apply it right in the middle. Didn't mean to flip you off, but in the middle of like my cheekbone area. You guys know this, I'm sure, because everybody talks about it, but you never want to bring your bronzer below where like your natural indent is for your cheeks. So I just like to kind of lift things up. I have pretty prominent cheeks, so I prefer to do it there and you'll see when I blend it. And then I do just a touch there, and because it's summer, on the bridge of the nose. Why was I using the absolute smallest little compact mirror I had? I'm going to use a bigger one now. And I'm just gonna start to kind of pat in and blend up. And see, I'm like not applying any pressure to my face. I'm really just kind of stippling and it blends so easy. That is exactly why I like this stuff. But again, the Dibs is really nice. Chanel is really nice. I'm sure there's drugstore brands that are really nice. I'm just out of the makeup game. So please let me know if I'm missing anything. But the biggest thing is just really, really light all around. And then I squeeze my brush and I just kind of make it look like I've been in the sun. So we cover the nose up to then add color back. And for blush, I use the same brand Nude Sticks. This is the Cherry Blossom Babe blush. And again, I just love how these blend out. I like the finish. They're not insanely pigmented. I really do want to try the Rhode blush, and I'm going to even apply this a little higher up. This is almost on like the top of my cheekbone where you would normally apply like a highlight, but because my cheeks are so big, I really like to lift my face. Sometimes I even apply a little bit right there just to kind of lift everything up. I'm in the business of lifting at this point in my life. So do you see, like, it doesn't get easier than that. That is like incredibly easy to just, I'm tapping, you know? And that's what I want. I don't want to have to work harder to blend my makeup. I just want it to be easy. I want to be able to use my fingers if I want to, and I want to move on with my day. And after that, with whatever is left, I tap that on the bridge of my nose as well. Realized I was chewing gum. I always chew gum, that it's like second nature to me. So Apologies if that annoyed you. I'm sure it was annoying you. Sorry. So next I'm gonna go in and do my brows. This is the Maybelline Express Brow. I've been using this for a few years now as well, and I really like it. It's very similar, I think, to the Anastasia Brow Wiz, but a lot cheaper, and I like the color, and I am not doing anything wild and crazy to my brows. I pretty much just underline a little bit to kind of get a shape. I'm not used to doing this with like a little mirror. I'm used to doing this in my makeup mirror, so it's a little hard for me. But yeah, I just kind of work mostly on the bottom shape, and I do need to dye my eyebrows. Yes, I still use the Just for Men to dye my eyebrows. I'm just behind on some of that, like, you know, maintenance stuff. Also, sometimes I do my brows first, and sometimes I do them last. It just kind of depends, but that's it. Very simple. You guys have a good brow and a bad brow still? Like, this is my good brow. She doesn't require much from me. She's easy. She follows the rules. The other one, she is like the second child who is just wild and free. You know, since I found this, I am not straying. I did try the Rare Beauty, I did try the Rare Beauty brow set, but it doesn't compare. Nothing compares to the Benefit 24-hour brow set. Almost dropped it. I have been a ride or die for this. If you've been watching my videos for years, this is the best for my brows, at least, that tend to, you know, want to go downwards. This is the best brow set. It holds, it does get crunchy if you apply too much, so just, you know, be careful. But I just love that. I love it. Nothing compares. Nothing will keep my brows in place. Even if I accidentally touch it, they stay in place, and that's what I want. Now, I'm just gonna make sure I don't have any creases, like under my eyes. I might even take a little finger and make sure everything looks good. We've got really nothing on the eyelids, and we're nice and dewy. So, which I like. I like to be dewy. If you don't, go ahead and apply a powder. I do still love the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. This is my absolute favorite thing in the world. This one is number 1, which is, I think, too light. So I'm gonna do number 2. Sometimes I do like a mix of both because I'm a little bit in between, but I'm just gonna apply a little bit under the eyes so that concealer doesn't go anywhere. And then I do like to go a little bit around my nose because I want a little coverage there. Not coverage, but I don't want things to crease there, and I tend to crease there. If you're shiny on, you know, your chin, you could go there. If you don't want shine on your forehead, you can go there, wherever you need it. But I just do a tiny, tiny bit. And then I'll close my eyes again, just make sure you're not like setting any creases, and I just kind of make sure everything is matte there. Can you see the difference? I can see it, I think, in my mirror, how that's just like a little more flat than this side. I don't really love an oily looking eyelid, and my eyelids do get pretty oily. Oh, and then just those outer corner areas. For me, I tend to like water up there. So if I wanted to add a little bit of bronzer, which I do sometimes, not on a day-to-day basis, that would be it. I'd apply mascara and I'd be good to go. But the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Bronzer, Airbrush Bronzer is so good. And I'm just taking this Real Techniques brush, and I'm just gonna like lightly add, like it barely does anything. And then I go kind of down a little bit, and then again, squeeze and apply on the bridge of the nose. I kind of like a less perfected makeup look these days. Like, I don't want things to be super perfect. I mean, there's a, you know, time and a place for that, but on a day-to-day basis, I don't. And the Rare Beauty Cheer Blush, this is so good. It just gives you like the most beautiful flush, and it has a little bit of a like shimmer to it. I just lightly, this is the best blush brush, by the way, Flower Beauty. So good. I don't even know if they sell it anymore, but I just, a little bit, just like that. I don't even know if you could see it on camera, but in person, so good. And I do not take that on the nose because that would just be too shiny and not natural looking. And then I go back in with that brush that I applied my bronzer and blush with, and I just kind of like tap out the edges and You could do this with a beauty blender. If you wear like a real foundation, doing this with your foundation brush that has even like a little bit of foundation on it is really good. But I just want to make sure everything looks seamless. I never realized until doing this how many Sephora products I really like, but I do. This is the Sephora Colorful Luminizer in Iced Pearl, and I do still love an inner corner highlight. Okay, so where like you could see where I naturally have like a shine, I just enhance that. And because I have hooded eyes and I really don't wear any, what's the word? Eyeshadow. I do it once in a while, but not on a day-to-day basis, and it's very rare. I like to just kind of like highlight the inner corner area and bring a little life. And then sometimes I'll just tap it on the nose, down the bridge, and on the cupid's bow. And then with the warmth of my finger, I just tap. If any of you are seeing this who has watched my videos in the past, you're gonna be like, have you changed any of your makeup products in the last 2 years? And the answer is pretty much no. I am a ride or die, loyal bitch to my makeup. So this is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury. It's just the best, okay? Don't open your mouth and eat it though. That's all you need. You don't need to go crazy. That's it. My camera's overheating, so I'm going to curl my lashes and I'm gonna apply, actually this is new, this is the Tarte XL tubing mascara. I've been using this instead of the Thrive and I really like it. So I'm just gonna curl and apply to my top lashes while I let my camera cool down because she hasn't done this in a while. She needs a break. Finished the mascara, and while I was up close and personal with my face, I did the lips as well. This is the L'Oreal Color Reach lipstick and lip liner in 601. I actually really like these. I'm not normally a fan of mechanical pencils, but something about this one, and maybe it's just the way that I've worn it down because I'm pretty sure it was sharp when I got it. I just really like it. And it's not too creamy. It's on the creamier side if you're used to pencils, which normally I only like pencils, but I do really like this. And I like the color combo of this as well. So I went ahead and did that, and that is it for this how I do my makeup when I have to do my makeup video. I really like it. It's very comfortable. I can wear it all day long and not feel locked in. That's kind of like the issue with me and makeup these days. I don't like to feel like my makeup is heavy. And this is more kind of skincare focused, being, you know, the base is a sunscreen, which you should be wearing every day. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know again if you are still watching long form content and makeup videos here on YouTube, or if you want me to post home decor. I just don't know what the audience wants. So please let me know down below, and give me a follow on TikTok if you're interested in following on that journey. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll get back to you. I always do. And I hope to see you in the next one, whether that's on here or TikTok. Thanks again. Bye-bye.